Hi kids, welcome to the channel. Okay, to follow on from my previous video a couple of days ago, where I explained the whole kerfuffle over the thought of Kathleen Kennedy, current president of Lucasfilm, stepping down and retiring, she has gone on to Deadline, one of the industry trade publications, and emphatically said, I am not retiring. But she said she's going to die making movies, but she's also mentioned talking about how a possible successor could come in to running Lucasfilm. So it's a little bit of kind of damage control. What she has said, this has confused a lot of YouTubers actually. Some of them have said, well, she's not retiring then, she's going to be stuck with Star Wars forever. It's not what she said. She said she may be moving on to other things, and she said she's made noises to the extent of, I'm paraphrasing here because I don't want to sort of misquote her, but she said something along the lines of, I'm going to be making movies till I die, but she didn't say I'm going to be in Star Wars until I die. So I think she's still considering her exit strategy and who is going to come in and replace her. And I think that announcement will come within the next 12 months. But she's going to be moving on away from Star Wars, which I think is understandable given her age and her track record. And it would be understandable given the fact that a lot of people will be kind of rejoicing in a way to give someone else a chance. But she has said after this, she's revealed some details about the latest Star Wars movie, which is coming after the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. No title as yet, but the facts, or the list of ingredients that this film is going to take is as follows. It will be a standalone movie. It will take place between 5 and 6 years after the sequel trilogy, pardon me. It will have a lot of new characters and headed by Ryan Gosling. Do we need Ryan Gosling in a Star Wars movie? I think Star Wars movies work better with unknown names. I mean, if you haven't heard of John Boyega and Daisy Ridley, you just think of them as Finn and Rey. Even to a certain extent, Oscar Isaac. But if you put like somebody really, really famous in, like Woody Harrelson in Solo or Tandy Newton in Solo, you just see Woody Harrelson and Tandy Newton, don't you? Yeah. So Ryan Gosling. But apparently there will be some returning characters from the sequel trilogy. So who's going to come back? I mean, I'm fairly sure Daisy Ridley will. She's never been anti-Star Wars. John Boyega is a tricky one. He's in the past explained that he's not happy with the way he was treated in Star Wars, which is kind of fair enough. And I'm just checking my notes here. Yeah, that's basically everything. It's directed by Sean Levy. And apparently that's next in production. I'm assuming The Mandalorian and Grogu is still in shooting or post-production by now, and will be coming out, I think, early next year. But what do you think? Is this the right way to go? Ryan Gosling heading a Star Wars film on his own? Will he be a Jedi? Will he be a Stormtrooper? What will he be? Will there be a rebellion? Will there be an empire? Who knows? I'm kind of open by now. I mean, we've all been burnt a little bit with the sequel trilogy. There are people who love the sequel trilogy, of course. The same way that there were people who didn't like the prequel trilogy, but it's begun to grow on them. There is no way that any Star Wars film will be retconned and say that that's not canon anymore. They never do that. It's the same with Doctor Who and things like that. It's basically no matter how bad something is, you never say, but that didn't happen now. You just ignore it and move on. So, who knows? I'm willing to give it a shot, see what happens. I mean, what's the worst that can happen, right? Could be another Last Jedi. But then again, it could be another Empire Strikes Back. I doubt it. But anyway, let's see how that goes. Anyway, may the Force be with you. leave a comment down below. Again, try not to get into a flame war. We're all geeks and fans here, and no one knows the full story. Anyway, see you next time.